What's up guys, my name is Alex and welcome to another Wynonna Earp video. Today I'm going to be talking about Wynonna Earp Season 3 Episode 2. Now before we get into this, I did want to mention that I did a live reaction to this episode. That's up on my Patreon like all my other reactions. So if you guys want to watch me react live to this episode, that is linked in the description. And as always, if you guys don't want to be spoiled, I do recommend watching the episode first before this video because there's going to be a ton of spoilers in this video, some major spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, I recommend watching the episode first. But yeah. Okay, so this episode, we're pretty much just going to be talking about dolls because, well, I mean, we all know why. So you guys know how much I love Wynonna Earp. I really, really love Wynonna Earp for many reasons, but I am not a fan of what they did with dolls. So I kind of want to go through my thoughts on the doll situations. I have 3 major points that I want to go over. So let's get into this. So I think my first point is the actual story, how they actually wrote off dolls. I am not a fan of how they did that. I don't like how they wrote him off the show. I understand that Shamir wanted to leave. I understand that and I can appreciate that. I can appreciate him wanting to, you know, move on with his career, move on to bigger things, whatever it is. I can totally understand and appreciate that. I also read an interview that Emily did where she said Shamir sort of had a choice of how dolls goes. He said he wanted dolls to go how he lived, heroically. I can understand and appreciate that. Honestly, his death to me just seemed so random and like rushed. I didn't really believe that he died because like, it didn't seem like a significant fight, you know? It didn't seem like a significant scene. It just felt like, oh, look, tension. There's a lot going on, but it's fine. And so when like, you know, he died and like they kept on confirming that he had died, I was like, what? What? I was so confused by it all. I was so confused by him sort of, I guess, dying from the drugs. The drugs weren't working, so he was dying, or he was becoming unstable. That was really random. That kind of came out of nowhere, and then he just died, like stopping the bat dude. I don't know. I was very confused by it all, to be honest. But that kind of moves us on to like my second point, that I guess if this second point had done well, then I probably wouldn't be as annoyed by the first point, if that makes sense. The second point that I wanted to touch on was just like how they treated dolls as a character for the whole show. We're on to our 3rd season. Dolls has been a part of the core 4 since the get-go. He is a part of the core 4, you know? He has been around for 3 seasons now, and we don't know anything about dolls. I just feel really disappointed by like where they took Dolls' storyline since season 1. Like they didn't take it anywhere. I'm left disappointed by his death because like his storyline just feels so unfinished. Like they just kept on teasing and hinting to potential storylines that he had throughout the seasons, but never actually like following through with them. We never got anything from Dolls. I'm just left feeling sort of like sad that we're not getting anything more from Dolls. Like that's it. That's all we're getting. I just like 3 seasons, and we have had the same questions about him since the get-go that have just like never been answered. And I just like feel like, well, what? Moving on to my last point though, and this is something that I can't stop thinking about, is how they hyped this episode. If you guys watch my reaction, you'll see at the very start of the video, before I even started watching the episode, I said that I was nervous because the last time I'd seen a showrunner hype an episode this badly was Jason with 307 of the 100. And I just can't stop thinking about that. Over like the past week, this episode has been hyped like nothing else in this series. They've been promoting this episode as a must-watch live episode, and it's a game-changing episode, and it's a shocking, like the most shocking episode that they've done. This really rubs me the wrong way, to be honest. I don't like that they made the whole cast hype it as well. I can't get this feeling out of my stomach about how they hyped this episode. Because like at the end of the day, there are people out there that don't want to watch their favorite character die. A character that is like really important to representation. They don't want to see that again, you know? So I guess the message from that is, if a showrunner hypes an episode like this, like we've seen Jason do with 307 of the 100, like Emily did with this episode, if a showrunner does that, it means it's probably best not to watch the episode live and see which one of your favorite characters dies to see if you want to watch them die. I can't stop thinking about that. That is just, I'm just over, and I feel like many of us are over, like, them killing TV characters and being like, oh, this is shocking. We're going to shock our audiences with this. And I'm like, this is not a good shock, though. It's So, as much as I love Wynonna Earp, and I am going to continue watching Wynonna Earp because, like I said, there are many things that I do love about this show, I am really disappointed with this part of it. It just doesn't sit well with me how they wrote Dolls off. I feel like there was more options than him dying like that or him just turning his back on the gang and walking away. I don't think those were the two options that he had. I feel like creatively, you could have like written him out so many different ways that left him being heroic and true to character. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on the Wynonna Earp doll situation. I feel like there's going to be lots of people that disagree with me. It's very... Yeah, it's not a fun episode to talk about, to be honest. Which is a shame because I feel like, as a side note, Melanie and Megan did an amazing job this episode. I think their performance was amazing, but it's not something to talk about because they killed dolls. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on Wynonna Earp. But yeah, I think that's about it from me. If you like this video, hit the like button. That'd be helpful. Subscribe if you're new. Yeah. Okay. Bye.